Biscuits and tea.
I was asking about like his training and what they did and like all that stuff and how was it? And, you know, he didn't play any sports at all. He's clearly a super fit guy. He's,
Right.
you know, he's 37 now and he's still doing the job and he's been doing it for 12 years and he's in Israel and in Afghanistan. He's all over the place. Like, what was that like compared to like, you know, being a soccer player? Like, could I just like go run for like 20 minutes? Like, am I fit? Am I ready to join the Navy? Would I pass the test? Can I get deployed now? They're like, all right, just here you go. It's cool.
Well, it's funny. It's funny you say that. So, yes, the answer question is yes, right? And it's all about mindset. And so if you can put yourself, if you can set yourself, your mentality to be successful in athletics, you can apply that same mindset. And that was, you know, for me, the transition was shortly after college, and you know, the injury forced some decisions. Then I joined the Navy because I traveled abroad, and my father's from Uganda, so I spent some time traveling with the family. And between my junior and senior year, I spent about 4.5 months in Japan. The first 2.5 playing with a J League team, training with a J League team, Omiya Rhodesia, and then the latter part of that, a work study program in Nagoya. So I knew I had this bug to live abroad and have that experience. But to your question, the transition, when I found myself at OCS, Officer Candidate School, basically beginning my path to becoming a naval officer, it was harder than I expected. And not because necessarily the physical challenges were difficult, but you had to ask yourself, well, you know, why am I here? Is this what I really want? You know, and if you haven't fixed those things in your mind, then those seemingly small challenges can build up and then ultimately lead to maybe someone deciding that's not for them.
Yeah.
It was good. I had nowhere else. I decided I had nowhere else to go, so
Do you think that's almost like a hereditary thing where like some people are just like able to, like they already have like that mental like building blocks that they need for that? Because I just remember one time we were doing a drill with Fredericksburg FC, and it was just the one where you just sit and you're just sitting on the ground, and then Grover would be like, go. I remember when DK was sitting down waiting for this, it looked like you were just like staring, like
the game face.
I can't even explain the eye. Like his eyes, like his literally like you could see like everything just focused like into this laser point, just going off into the woods. Like he wasn't even physically there anymore. And then you just like it was, everybody knows this too. They're like, oh my god, like what is DK on right now?
He's ready.
Well, it's, you know, I guess that the nature nurture question, right? But you know, for example, in that setting, you know, basically as a player coach or just a motivator, my role was, my most valuable contribution to the team was the mindset during training, right? So, you know, where everyone else is maybe focusing on the game, and that's when they're going to really show their wares. This was my opportunity to help set the tempo and show what, you know, what the effort level had to be, or the level of focus. Yeah. So I think, you know, that in a different context, if someone recognizes, hey, listen, I want to become this certain certification, they approach that training evolution with the focused mindset of, yeah, this task here, I own this in its entirety. Mm-hmm. I think, so to your point, I think, Nate, you know, in a certain environment, someone may develop that by just out of necessity and survival. I also think being in, you know, I've had good role models and people who have shown me maybe how to behave, or how maybe I was behaving wasn't appropriate. Yeah. And so I've definitely benefited, you know, from that entirely.
Yes,
I try to do that with Tyler all the time.
Oh my gosh! Yeah.
Show him how he's behaving. Show him that, you know, this is not the goal or any way.